Explore how you can be fully alive, becoming the man God intended. This is On Target with Vince Dacchioli.
Men, how you doing? And welcome to our Men on Target curriculum. It's such a joy to be able to be with you. Our session 1 is what we're going to enter right now, and the title is Character Defined. Are you aligned? Where are men today? I want to start with that. I believe men today are suffering from what I call moral schizophrenia. Moral schizophrenia is truth learned on Sunday that cannot be applied on Monday. Here's what I mean by that. We're going to talk about life implication and we're going to talk about life application. Let's talk about life implication first. What is the takeaway here? Well, if my life is not properly aligned, then two things are going to happen every time. One, my ability to reflect who Jesus is will be limited. And number two, I will have difficulty holding up under life's pressures. Okay? Now let's move to life application. And this is the important part for you now. We're getting into our discussion questions. Number one, how would I rate my current state of alignment? Number two, am I willing to make a commitment right now to stick to a process for change? And finally, number three, what are some practical things I can do to start this process? My prayer is that in your time together, in your discussion times with other men, that God will visit you powerfully and help you understand the things that you need to do. For now, don't forget about it.
Vince will be right back with another teaching from the Men on Target curriculum.
On Target Small Group Curriculum Volume 1 is now available on DVD. You can personally study or perhaps share with family and friends his life-changing study series. Vince Dacchioli shares powerful and challenging 12-minute video sessions followed by insightful, thought-provoking discussion starters. This foundational module covers topics like who is God? The God who is versus the God I want. What does God want from me? The 3 unalterable facts and how to really experience and know God. Volume 1 is the first 8-session module of the Men on Target video curriculum. This interactive DVD set is built for easy facilitation in a small group setting and is also ideal for personal study and reflection. Order your Men on Target Volume 1 DVD set for only $25 at www.otm.co. That's otm.co. Order your set today.
Now, another teaching from the Men on Target small group curriculum.
In our last session, we talked about godly character. In this session, the title is going to be, Who is this God? I think that's a good question. A lot of people are confused about who this God really is. I like to use an illustration that I think most of you will resonate with. This, of course, is a cell phone. Almost everyone today has a cell phone. But I don't know that you really sat down and thought about all the different incredible things that this cell phone could do. Life implication. Well, what about life application? And this is the part where you can now enter in. Life application. Here are some discussion questions for you to really drill down with. Number one, what has my view of God been? It'd be a good time for you to really think about that and talk about that. Number two, give an example of something you justified in pursuing the wrong God. In other words, look at my story and think about some things from your past that you may have done that were similar and talk about it. And then finally, number three, how has this session helped me better understand who God is? Guys, I pray that God blesses you in your discussion time.
On Target with Vince Dacchioli. We'll be right back.
Are you thinking of starting a small group or possibly a new men's study at your church? Where to start? On Target has made it simple and easy. On Target has developed a detailed leadership training video series that will walk you through each important step to facilitate a small group. Each training session is only 12 minutes. Topics include a focus on leader qualifications and responsibilities, a teaching on the 4 pillars of leadership, and 4 practical role-play sessions on discussion group dynamics. This unique leadership training will lay a firm foundation to launch men's ministry and small groups in your church. Every pastor and leader should have this practical leadership series in their resource library. This 12-session video training series is now available as a DVD set. Order the On Target Institute Leadership Training DVD sets for $50 at www.otm.co. That's otm.co.
Okay, let's review. In this program, we talked about two very important things. Our first session was character-defined, are you aligned? We talk about how godly character is a one-to-one relationship between my Bible, which is the foundation upon which my life ought to be built, which informs my belief system or my core values, and that ultimately leads to my behavior, my Bible, my beliefs, and my behavior, and how important it is to be lined up. In the second part of this program, we talked about who is this God? It was a question about who is really the God of the universe, how awesome he really is, and how important it is for us to understand that. I'm really looking forward to our next program. In this program, we're going to be talking about another question. In our first part, we're going to talk about what does he want? In other words, we already discovered who he is. Now, what does he really want of us, his creation? He is an amazing God, and it would behoove us to understand more clearly what he really expects of us. In the second part of the program, I'm excited to be talking about what I call our ministry's 3 unalterable facts. Fact number 1 is that God created you for a special purpose. He knows you and created you for a special purpose. Fact number 2 is he has also equipped you with special gifts toward the satisfaction of that purpose. And fact number 3 is he simply wants us to discover what that purpose is. I'm looking forward to being with you for this important session. God bless you.
On Target Ministries is on the air thanks to the generous support of our faithful partners and friends. Your Pay It Forward gift of any amount makes it possible to get this practical discipleship teaching to men around the globe. Please send your tax-deductible donation to On Target Ministries, P.O. Box 1654, Monument, Colorado 80132. That's P.O. Box 1654, Monument, Colorado 80132. Or you can donate online at www.otm.co. That's otm.co. Please sign up for our free emails at otm.co. That's otm.co.